We are less than a month away, guys. Big Halo news is about to drop, likely a trailer, and boy do I have a raging bonker, alright? E3 2019 is likely to be the biggest, most important moment in gaming history thus far, and that's less than a month away. And Halo is confirmed to be there on stage, alright? From Marty returning, a new AI companion, RPG, MMO elements in Halo Infinite, there's just a lot of leaks and rumors to cover today, maybe too many of them probably being true. So if you're excited, keep watching. We got a lot to cover. Welcome back, Halo followers. We got a lot of Halo rumors and leaks to cover today, so before we get into that, like and subscribe this channel and hit that bell to get alerts on Halo news, because you're probably gonna want it, because we're in the eye of the storm right now. News is about to pour out. So Sony isn't gonna be at this year's event, so aside from maybe Ubisoft and Bethesda, Microsoft is gonna be at the center focus for this year's E3, and on top of that, millions of Halo fans are very eager to see the next big proper announcement and trailer for Halo Infinite. There's probably not a better time in video game history or history period to make a big splash than it is right now. Last year we got that teaser, which was really just a glorified tech demo, but this year I wholeheartedly feel we're gonna get a good 2-minute story trailer or something similar. So before we get into the rumors, let's talk about everything, literally everything confirmed about Halo Infinite. Firstly, this game is in fact Halo 6. It takes place after Halo 5. It's not a prequel. Likely, it will take place on May 27th, 2560, as that's the date that was hidden in the original demo. That's 19 months after Halo 5's ending, more than a year. Also, the game's reported to have 4-player split screen. It won't focus on new playable characters, so less Locke, more Chief. 343 is also actively working with an in-house esports team, so Halo Infinite's multiplayer will likely have that esports-esque feel that Halo 5 had. Master Chief will be wearing classic armor, a mix of Halo 2, 3, and 5's Monier armor art design. Also, the art style is coming back with inspiration from Bungie's games and also the new modern style. Also, Halo's new TV show is likely to release in 2020 and have Halo Infinite connection. Also, the Slipspace engine is running Halo Infinite. It has been profoundly upgraded from its previous versions named Blam, Bungie's version, used back in Halo 4 and 5. Also, it's alluded by 343 that they'll keep priority on both campaign and multiplayer instead of leaning too much to one or the other. Essentially, they learned their lesson. Also, if you're new to the franchise, Halo Infinite should be easy for you to pick up. They're not going to get super complicated with the stories, the books, and the other mediums of lore that might confuse players. Lastly, we have a confirmation by the head of 343, Bonnie Ross, that Chris Lee will make an appearance on stage with Halo Infinite at E3 2019. So it's practically confirmed that we're going to get a trailer or at least a little bit of content. So let's talk about rumors now. The one I'll start with is one by Thurrott, a supposed insider source that claims that Halo Infinite will indeed split its release of single player and multiplayer a year apart, with a single player mode launching in 2019 and multiplayer coming a year later in 2020. Even Brad Sams, a confirmed insider, which personally I do trust because he leaked Halo Infinite's title as well as MCC's PC announcement date, said that he was at first skeptical, although now he sees how it makes sense with the campaign being much easier to build than the multiplayer side, and they can deal with bugs and problems as they are in the campaign and in the multiplayer without being distracted by the other, without the team being split up. Personally, I'm really not sure which side of the fence I'm on with this because there's obvious trade-offs, so I ran a poll recently and it got a whopping 27,000 votes on the community page here on HaloFollower, with 40% liking this idea and the majority at 60% saying no, they'd rather wait for both together to release in 2020. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are on these rumors. Another rumor I want to address is Steve Downes, the voice actor for Master Chief, and how he may not be voicing the Master Chief in Halo Infinite. He announced his retirement from radio back in 2015, although he let his fans know that he'd be back in Halo 5, and he was. Although we don't quite have a confirmation that he'll be back in Halo Infinite, it seems that this tweet near E3 2018 last year, tagged with the Halo Infinite teaser, he said, "I was born ready," implying quite strongly he'll be back. Then again, this could mean a couple different things, so we really don't know if he will be returning to Halo. Another really intriguing rumor is actually about the fundamentals of Halo Infinite gameplay. Although not yet confirmed, obviously, we're talking about rumors today, this rumor has been backed up by a barrel full of evidence in the trailer, on official sites, along with many other sources, which I'm going to talk about very briefly, very quickly. But Halo Infinite may be an open world game, an RPG, MMO potentially, something of that like, something like Destiny, you know, adapting functions from Destiny's open world, incorporating dedicated servers, looting, explorability, larger co-op groups online, raids, perhaps light role playing, and other similar elements that put Halo fans into the Halo universe in a very unique, fresh new way. Although vague, look at this evidence here. This is on 343's official site, a living, breathing world ripe for exploration and endless gameplay possibilities. Also consider this game is called Halo Infinite, implying that there's going to be a lot to explore. The tech was rebuilt for exciting potential. Also, the landscapes that we've seen behind the scenes are massive. They are ambitious like crazy. Just look at the tech demo. It even teases exploration by getting into all these nooks and crannies and these new places to go go into these forests and mountains and so on. Also, 343's Frank said that the snow in their E3 card was temporary and water will be varied, natural landscapes will be present, and exploration, here's a key thing, exploration will be rewarded. Also, 343 listed a job last year needing a senior environment artist in world building and large-scale environments. Also, another job listing needing someone that has knowledge of RPG elements. Like I said, it's not confirmed Halo Infinite will be an open world game or an MMO or an RPG, but the rumor is it will be that. And regardless if it isn't, if it is, Halo Infinite is in for a big campaign change, so just be ready for that. Another rumor, or rather maybe actually a leak, that 343 keeps replying to and interacting with is the ongoing saga of Battle Royale discussions and rumors and quote-unquote leaks. Battle Royale, if you don't know, is basically a massive free-for-all one-life game with players spawning into a large map, searching for weapons and gear, forced to kill each other. So 343 has been fairly defensive and negative actually about this being in Halo to any degree, saying that the only BR that they're interested in is the battle rifle, shortly after they made fun of it in the April Fools of 2018. Brad Sams, a confirmed insider, claimed that 343, however, is working on a battle royale inspired mode. It's not battle royale, but it's something similar. It's inspired, right? Having its own unique twist and spin on it. And with games like PUBG, Fortnite, Apex Legends creating massive cash flow and player base and massive attention, of course Microsoft has noticed this, and I'm sure it's crossed their minds, obviously, with 343 talking about it. So recently, Frank O'Connor finally addressed this rumor full on in a very firm way, saying, no, there will not be Battle Royale, although still left room for something to be there, like big social modes. That was confirmed. So I'm very eager to find out what they have in mind and if they change their minds about Battle Royale in the future, or at least give us the opportunity to make it in Forge. Another rumor that has actually given me a semi, I'm not even kidding, is a German website named Xbox Dynasty. They claim that Halo Infinite's development budget is at $500 million, and why it hasn't been officially confirmed that this is true or not true, that number probably isn't that far off. If you do look at the numbers for the previous Halo games, and you look at Halo 4's, Halo 5's is unknown, was easily Microsoft's biggest game produced of all time. Also, if Halo Infinite releases in 2020, then that means that 343 would have been in production of this game for 5 years. So that number, $500 million, starts to sound a little bit more accurate. Even if this rumor is false, it's probably in that ballpark, easily making it one of the most expensive and ambitious games in history. Another common theory is that Master Chief will have a new AI companion. So the Cortana Chief saga might be at its end, alright? With all the stuff happening in Halo 4 and 5, that only makes sense, right? At the end of the Halo E3 2018 trailer, we saw Chief slot an AI chip into his helmet though, alright? And that looks like it's Cortana, right? But actually, if you look at it under 4K and you zoom in, the chip starts with a D on its serial pad. AI chips usually have the first letter of the AI's character name, so that should be C if that was Cortana, but it is a D. D as in donkey. So either Cortana is in another AI's chip, or this is an entirely new AI that may be revealed at E3 2019. Mendicant bias, anybody? Also, one rumor that's got me particularly very frisky is Marty. I don't know if I can I say Marty was the original composer for Halo. Alright, he made the classic soundtrack that we know from Halo 3 and Halo 2 and Reach and all that. But once Bungie departed from Halo in 2010, Marty stayed with Bungie to work on the Destiny soundtrack until, well, of course he was fired in 2014 without cause. And Marty sued Bungie for unpaid wages and won. And since then, he's been working on his own studio, Highwire Games, and may potentially be doing Halo Infinite soundtrack on the side. In fact, him, Joseph Staten, which now works at Xbox Game Studios, he is responsible for doing just kind of directing the classic Halo games, and Jen Taylor, Cortana's voice actress, met up for coffee on June 25th, 2018, acting like it was a coincidence, then shortly after tweeting out saying that there was nothing random about our meeting. And them using the word meeting makes me think that it's a business related thing, that it's not just friends touching base, that this may have something to do with Halo Infinite. Think about it. Halo Infinite's whole thing is returning to the roots of Halo, of heroism, humanity, and wonder, as already confirmed. The old art style is returning as well. We're returning to a ring with classic armor and so on. I mean, so of course it would make sense that we have classic Halo music produced by Halo's one and only Marty O'Donnell, the guy that and basically crafted the legacy of Halo. With him having no real reason not to, at least publicly, as well as no legal boundaries that I know of, I wonder if he may just go through with it and make Halo Infinite's soundtrack, or at least make a score or two. Keep an ear out for when you're watching Halo Infinite's next trailer, likely E3 2019 on June 9th, as it may be an answer if Marty has returned to the series. His music's even featured in the E3 2018 trailer, so yeah, it's likely he might be coming back. A key part of this presentation will likely be Microsoft's showcase of the quote, Xbox 2, or codenamed Anaconda or Scarlet. According to insiders, the Xbox Anaconda will be more powerful than the PS5, and it's actually pretty likely Halo Infinite will be releasing as a launch title aside the Xbox 2 release. By the way, it's gonna have amazing graphics, I'm sure, because it's next-gen tech. This not only gives 343 extra time, though, to polish the game if it is delayed to 2020, however, also, it would be a great time, a great moment for Microsoft to present its new console with an ass-kicking game like Halo to launch aside it. Most of the Halo games, if not all, I think all, have already been absorbed a part of Microsoft's or Xbox's $10 a month online game service called the Xbox Game Pass, and Halo Infinite is already confirmed to be added to it as well. So how will Halo lure people to buy the next-gen console if Halo Infinite's already going to be on there? Well, probably something like early access, exclusivity of some sort, exclusive Xbox-only DLC or free DLC, things like that. But at the very least, I hope that we can play with PC players, as that would be very nice. Did I mention that? Halo Infinite's also coming to PC. That's confirmed. But the game is rumored to release around in 2020 instead of 2019. That's a pretty big rumor, and I think I actually believe that one now. And this year's E3 is undoubtedly going to shed some light on that, very likely telling us it's going to release in a season like fall 2019 or fall 2020. Microsoft's E3 press conference will be held on June 9th, 2019. You can watch the event live on Xbox's official Mixer channel, YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook on Xbox, PC, or phone. Bonnie Ross, head of 343, did recently confirm that Halo Infinite will be at E3 2019, so we don't have to fear while watching the event if Halo's even going to show up. Game director Chris Lee will make an appearance at the show. Now, I didn't really think it through last time I made a video about E3, but the fact that Chris Lee, a major person at 343, is making an appearance on stage is practically a confirmation that they're gonna have something to show there. He's not just gonna go on stage with no B-roll. There's gonna be something on those big screens, and I think we're gonna get a trailer quickly before he comes up on stage, doing a talk session talking about the future of Halo and Xbox and just their general plans with the franchise. So you can watch the event live on June 9th, 2019. That's a Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific Time, or 2 p.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Central Time, or 4 p.m. Eastern Time, or in Europe, 8 p.m. GMT. And of course, I'll be covering every little single detail in Halo news to the max, which I've criticized for quite often, especially during E3 time, but it hurts no one to dive deep into analysis. If you really want a deep scoop, a deep dive with me, then be sure to stay tuned. I'm fully dedicated to you guys and making sure you get every ounce of Halo news that there is. And E3 2019 is described as the biggest E3 presence ever for Microsoft by Major Nelson, and I don't think it's going to be that big if Halo isn't making also a big presence as well. They also said something similar to last year's E3, which I think was very well received amongst Halo fans, especially with Halo fans seeing the glorified tech demo trailer thing. Subscribe to get all the Halo E3 news that you're gonna want and need. Not many people know this, but I started my channel on Halo 4's E3 date when Halo 4 was announced, so there is just a lot of momentum here, a lot of excitement, a lot of Halo fans that are looking forward to this year, and I'm one of them, and I'm gonna be covering every single morsel of Halo news. And hit that notification bell while you're at it to get instant updates, because YouTube's subscription system's a bit wacky, and the notification bell seems to be the fix to it. Also, like this video up if you haven't already, because it really lets YouTube know if this video has been helpful and encourages others to watch it that also like Halo. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate your time, and thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate your time. I'll see you in my next video soon. In the meantime, feel free to check out my other videos on E3 or Halo lore. I got some cool ones that came out recently. Ciao guys, peace.